If any of you tuning in tonight is the owner of a vagina and pair of breasts, I'm going to want you to start perking up those little ears right now and listen real close because I have something to say. Before I get into my announcement, let's start with some preliminary knowledge. Let's get some context into your heads first so you can kind of understand more of what I'm going to be speaking about and my reasoning behind it. Start with Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This is a psychological chart that depicts the 5 layers that must be filled in order to have a fulfilled life, to have a self-actualized existence. All these things need to be satisfied. And we're going to start with level 1, basic necessities for sustaining life. The bare essentials: food, water, shelter, protection. That's all well and good. I'm sure some of you ladies out there, if I asked you, you would maybe deign to allow me to scrap through your garbage for some food bits, or you'd maybe give me a few sips from the water hose out back. Hell, even if you're feeling especially saint like that day, you may sacrifice a refrigerator box to me so I can shield myself from the rain. But what my grievance is, how many of you would actually even think of looking into level 2 of the hierarchy pyramid? Love. Human intimacy, human connection, all these things I don't think you'd understand even if they came up and kicked your shit right in. Yeah, these things follow immediately after the basic fundaments: food, shelter, water. These things, the human binding between two people, soul connection, is immediately after. That is level 2. And I want you, women out there, to kind of stew on this concept a bit. I want you to really materialize this in your head so you can understand where you went wrong, especially in my case. Each and every one of you has the ability. You all have the ability to provide this almost elemental force to a man. You carry this power within you. You're the harbinger of love. You're the harbinger of kisses, sexual contact, all these things for one reason or another, some sort of universal or cosmic reason, some sort of universal debt I've accumulated with my time here on earth. You felt it right to refuse me this right. You felt it. You needed to deprive me of this critical life-sustaining nutrients, and a deficiency of this nutrient. It presents and it goes beyond physicality. It goes beyond the physical machinations, digestion, circulation. It manifests in soul, in the soul, in wasting of the soul. And this is something you can't see. And that's why so many of you were comfortable for so long keeping it from me, because you can't see this. It takes time. It accumulates. It's like poisoning or radiation. It accumulates over time. You can't see it. And boy, let me say, what a long time it has been. I never thought I'd have to face something like this. You look around yourself, you see, you hear, sometimes you can even smell people in love, sharing love with each other. It's in fiction, it's in marketing, it's in music. You see it. You go down to the park, you see people on a park bench kissing. You can't escape it. And when you're trying to survive without it, if you're trying to become a self-actualized individual with skipping step 2 even, it's all you're going to be able to see. It's all you're going to be able to think of. I want you women, I want you to imagine this hypothetical situation. You're out in the open waters of the ocean. Water for miles and miles in length and depth. Can't drink any of it. Can't be hydrated from it. The harder you try to quench this primordial base thirst, the harder you try to relieve yourself of this, the further you are from it. You get thirstier, you get more deprived. That is what I have to deal with every day that I'm here on this earth. And to put it more bluntly, that is what you force me into every single day. And if only you could have imagined it, if only you could have, conceived it, but these feelings, the isolation, the desperation, the alienation, the deprivation, all these feelings I've become well acquainted with. They've almost, in a very, very dire sense, they've become friends of mine. They've become close to me. I've made acquaintance with the darker sides of the male psyche, through no fault of my own, through the impetus of all of you, of all the female race. You've done this to me, but you know what? Today I cut the ties that bind. No more. Past 20 years on this planet, you've had free reign over me, okay? Free reign over my heart, my feelings, my emotions, my sensuality, my physicality, all these things which I've opened up to you in hopes that you'd be able to use them and consider me as a viable romantic partner, or even less than that, to see me as a human being, to see something that I'm capable of loving, I'm capable of being loved. I open this up to you, and you took this privilege that I've allotted, and you've trampled on these things. You've destroyed these things. For whatever reason, the female race here on earth has seen these things, what's inside me, the core of my being, what's in my heart. They've seen these things, and it's been met with disgust. It's been met, for whatever reason, it's been met with anger. They want to destroy these things that I have within me, that I'm willing to offer to anyone who's showing me the bit of love. They take this and they've destroyed them. And after 20 years, I should have learned my lesson. I know this. I recognize this. 20 years I spent learning it the hard way. Every chance I had to see, the clarity that I had, the clarity that comes after each and every failure that I've had in this is blinded. It's muddied. But like I said, this innate feeling, this innate desire, need, primordial, since the beginning of time, need for love, companionship. The binding force that pulls man and woman together. Time and time again, it leads me back into your abuse. It leads me back into pain. And that's not my fault. I'm doing what my DNA, my coding, is making me do. And I have to fight against that. So as much as you are to blame for breaking me down, I stand alone in my responsibility for building myself up anew. So what am I getting at? Where does this lead us? What is the current state of affairs that exists between me and the rest of the female world on Earth? Let me show you. Allow me to sign my Declaration of Independence, 2017, going down in infamy. I'm going MGTOW, baby. And I ain't ever coming back. When this planet collides with the sun, or if we reach some sort of techno singularity, if all the nukes go off, or if 2017 is the year we actually see the heat death of this whole fucking dumbass universe, I'll still be atop my throne. I'll be on that cliff. I'll have my chest to the wind, knowing that I made my decision. I made my choice. I made my world, my stance here. You can't take that away from me. I deserve freedom. I've always deserved freedom. I've deserved to be released from this gynocracy, which all you females have felt the need to erect and oppress me in. This rat race that, from where I'm standing, I'll never be free of. Until the day I die, from the day I was born to the day I die, I'll always be running around in circles. So, if me being free means that I sacrifice my right to make a huge ass cum shot inside some sort of pussy, then you know what? Consider it done. Consider it done. Because I'm done. No more wasted time. No more wasted love. And no more wasted loads. Peace, bitch.